Have you ever pondered what might happen if you detonated a nuclear bomb in the Marianas Trench, the deepest part of the ocean? This isn't your everyday thought experiment, but it's a fascinating one nonetheless. The Marianas Trench, stretching over 1,500 miles in the western Pacific Ocean, plummets to a depth of nearly 7 miles at its deepest point, known as the Challenger Deep. Imagine a mountain taller than Everest, inverted and submerged. Now picture a nuclear bomb, a device of immense destructive power detonated in this abyss. Nuclear bombs are not trivial playthings. Their energy release is measured in millions of tons of TNT. Combine this power with the incredible pressure at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, where the weight of the water column above exerts a pressure over 1,000 times that at sea level. Now, with these facts in mind, let's delve into the possible consequences of such an extreme event. First off, what might be the impact on marine life? The immediate damage to marine life in and around the trench due to the blast would be catastrophic. The intense heat, pressure, and shock waves would likely obliterate many forms of life within a certain radius. But the immediate blast is just the beginning. The radiation released from the nuclear explosion would also have long-term effects on marine ecosystems. This radiation would not only kill many forms of life directly, but could also cause genetic mutations in surviving species. These mutations could potentially lead to a cascade of unforeseen changes in the marine ecosystem. For example, if a key species were to mutate or die off, it could disrupt the food chain and destabilize the entire ecosystem. Moreover, the radiation could linger for decades or even centuries, continually affecting marine life and potentially even reaching up the food chain to humans. As you can see, the impact on marine life could be devastating and far-reaching. Moving on, what about the environmental consequences? Let's consider tsunamis first. The explosion could potentially create a massive tsunami, which would be devastating for coastal regions. Cities and towns along the coast could be washed away, leading to enormous loss of life and property. Now let's turn our attention to the radioactive material. The detonation of a nuclear bomb would release a significant amount of radiation. This radioactive material would mix with the ocean water. But it wouldn't just stay in the Marianas Trench. Ocean currents could carry this radioactive material to other parts of the world, contaminating marine ecosystems far and wide. These radioactive particles could enter the food chain, affecting not just marine life but also the animals and humans who rely on the sea for sustenance. In other words, the fallout could reach your dinner plate even if you live thousands of miles away from the explosion site. Clearly, the environmental consequences could be severe and widespread. Now let's consider the impact on the Earth's crust. The Earth's crust, a relatively thin layer of rock that forms the outermost shell of our planet, could be significantly affected by a nuclear detonation in the Marianas Trench. The immense pressure at the bottom of the trench, combined with the force of a nuclear explosion, could potentially cause a crack or even a rupture in the crust. But what would this mean for us on the surface? Well, a rupture in the Earth's crust could trigger seismic activities, leading to earthquakes or even volcanic eruptions. The energy released from a nuclear blast is so vast that it could potentially alter the tectonic plates beneath the ocean floor, causing a ripple effect that could be felt thousands of miles away. So, detonating a nuclear bomb in the Marianas Trench could potentially have catastrophic effects on the Earth's crust. So, what have we learned from this hypothetical scenario? We've journeyed into the realm of the what-ifs and discovered that detonating a nuclear bomb in the Marianas Trench carries a spectrum of potential consequences. It's not just about the immediate impact on marine life, but also the long-term environmental consequences. The massive release of energy could disrupt the delicate balance in the ocean ecosystems, wiping out marine species and contaminating waters with radioactive material. Furthermore, the shockwave could even reach the Earth's crust, causing seismic activity and potentially triggering tsunamis. It's a chain of events that could lead to widespread devastation, affecting not only marine life but also coastal communities and regions far beyond the blast zone. As we can see, the consequences of detonating a nuclear bomb in the Marianas Trench could be far more devastating than we might initially imagine. It serves as a reminder of the power of nature and the importance of respecting our planet.